Deeply hurt Queen gathers royals for Megxit crisis summit. Prince Harry will be warned abdication could take months and crunch talks, as couple's hopes to settle in LA after Donald Trump's presidency ends are revealed. Prince Harry will today be warned there are formidable obstacles to overcome before he can stand down as a senior royal. As members of the family gather at Sandringham for a historic royal summit, their task is to come up with a direction of travel for the Prince and Meghan. Aides have been working around the clock to come up with a range of options for the couple since they issued their bombshell statement saying they planned to step back from frontline duties and divide their time between the UK and North America, while retaining their royal privileges. The Queen, who was left deeply hurt by her grandson's decision to release the statement without her knowledge, made clear to courtiers she wanted the problem sorted within days to prevent further damage to the monarchy. But while staff have managed to achieve the unthinkable in preparing a series of proposals to put on the table, Harry will also be warned that the crisis is not over yet. There have already been consultations between the UK and Canadian governments, but working out the detail is likely to take weeks or months rather than days. Behind the scenes, consultations have highlighted a range of stumbling blocks, such as issues of residency, visas, tax and security that may take some time to iron out, depending on what path the couple want to go down. Today's unprecedented summit will see the foremost senior members of the royal family and their closest aides sit down together, with Meghan likely to be dialing in by phone from Canada, where she fled back to on Thursday. She and Harry had left their son, Archie, 8 months, at their rented home on Vancouver Island when they returned to Britain. Harry is set to follow her later this week with no clue of when he will be returning. Following a series of meetings and consultations, the family will be given a range of possibilities to review which take into account the demands outlined by the Sussexes last week. Bradby, who is believed by the royal household to be acting as Harry and Meghan's mouthpiece, told ITV last night that the royal family had to achieve a sensible agreement and give them the freedom they want, the role that they want in the royal family, and make sure British taxpayers don't feel cheated. But aides have warned that making such a seismic change to their working life and role in the monarchy will take complex and thoughtful discussions. A royal source said, "It is anticipated that at the end of the meeting a series of steps will be agreed, in line with Her Majesty's wish for this to be resolved within days not weeks. That's certainly the aim. But there will need to be an understanding that any decision will take time to be implemented and is complicated by issues including the HMRC, security and the like." Charles arrived in Norfolk after a 24-hour visit to Oman, a key British ally. The prince is already the hardest-working royal in the business. And the business of the royal family is having to go on while all this is happening, said a source. He has a strong sense of duty and service. He is going into the meeting not just as a chief executive but as a concerned father as well. Buckingham Palace has not put a time frame on today's discussions but is adamant that next steps will be decided by the end of the day. There have even been jokes that a stream of papal-style white smoke may be seen coming from the Sandringham house chimney. It could take 5 minutes, it could take 5 hours, one insider said. What we can be sure of is that there will be a direction of travel by the end of the day. What palace aides have done to get to the point of having this range of options to discuss is delivering on the Queen's request. The family can say, "Look, we haven't dragged our feet, we've come up with something for you to decide." But it's then up to them, the Sussexes. Friends have also told the Mail that although the pair plan to settle in Canada at first, although probably not on Vancouver Island, their ultimate aim is to have a home and business residence in the U.S., Meghan's home country. But staunch Democrat Meghan, who has openly been critical of Mr. Trump, has said she won't move back while he is in charge. It's by no means an immediate thing, but there is a long-term plan to end up back in the U.S. with a second home in Canada, where they will also spend a great deal of time, the source said.